Hey guys, it's Abby from Autumn with Pellinor, and today I'm telling you my September TBR. So if you watched my August TBR video, you'll know that I did an A to Z TBR, going through the whole alphabet bar a few letters that I didn't have books for, and trying to read one of every letter. I did not get the whole way through that. In fact, I reached H. So obviously, essentially, this is the rest of the A to Z, but I don't think I'm going to manage that. If you don't know, I just started a new job, it's full time, and I have to go into work. We're socially distanced, but it's still not fun. And so my reading has really dropped off quite a lot. But I'm still going to try and get through as much of this as I can. So this is basically what I think I'll actually get through, what my aim is, and what my stretch goal is. So let's get into it. Obviously, the next book on my A to Z list would be Heir by Sarah J. Maas. This is not the next book that I want to finish. So what I expect that I can finish by the end of the month will be In the Midst of Life. There is the chance that I will have actually finished this before August is out. I am 176 pages into it and it is like 400 pages long. It is doable. I'm filming this on Saturday, so it's just about doable, but I don't know. And I have been enjoying this one. I really enjoy Jennifer Worth's writing. If you don't know, this is the same woman who wrote Called the Midwife. If you're British, you 100% know what that is. If you're American, trust me, it's beautiful and you will cry. The BBC did an amazing adaptation. It's beautiful. So this should be a quick read. It just depends on if I find the time to get to it. I have a friend coming up this weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, and she's coming up from the south of England, and we're going to socially distanced meet up, and I get to meet her parents and actually just spend some time with her. So I will be staying safe. I will be staying 2 meters away, but I will also be busy. So I cannot guarantee that I will finish this before the end of the month. So this is the first and only book I need to finish in September, because work is difficult and I really need to try and find some sort of balance. So yes, this is the one that I need to get to by the end of September. My goals have dropped massively. So then next up is Heir. It's big. I don't think I'm going to actually sit and go through it. It's like 600 pages long and I'm just not in the mood for it right now. So yeah. The next book would then be Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. This isn't too long, it is small writing and it is a classic, but it's 200 pages, so take me, if the small writing was bigger, it'd probably take me like 3 hours to get through. Hopefully I can read this one. This is within my actual TBR goals for the month. And then the last book within my actual TBR goals is Lost Boy by Christina Henry. This one also isn't too big and it's an amazing fantasy. I adore Christina Henry's writing, so I really hope that I can blast through this one. Did I say what they were about? No, I didn't. I said what In the Midst of Life was about. Heir is the third book in the Throne of Glass series, I almost said trilogy, which is basically about a badass female assassin in a fantasy world. Then Kidnapped, I have no idea what it is about. Someone is kidnapped to be carried away to the Americas after narrowly escaping being murdered by his uncle, and they're on a ship that is shipwrecked off the coast of Scotland. It's a classic. I didn't read what it was about before I picked it up. And Lost Boy is a dark retelling of Peter Pan by Christina Henry, which is kind of what she does. So really excited for this one. Then I have my stretch TBR. So there are 4 more books in the alphabet. I want to reach up to this just after halfway point as my stretch goal. So the first book is Moriarty by Anthony Horowitz. I read what is it called? The House of Silk by Anthony Horowitz, which is the first book in this duology, I believe. It is a Sherlock retelling. I don't really need to say any more than that. You guys, I'm sure, know what that kind of entails. So this one should hopefully be a quick read. The writing is quite large. Then one that I think will be where I get stuck is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. The reason I think I'm going to get stuck is because, unlike the last one, the writing in this is tiny. But this is, again, about a female assassin. There's a theme here. And she's 10 years old when she starts to do her thing. And I don't really know much more. I just hear that it's awesome. I've heard bad things about the author, but I did not purchase this. It was gifted to me, and also it does sound really good. So I do really want to read this, and then once I've read this, I will then decide if I want to continue with the series, and if I do, how I'm going to be getting my hands on those books, whether it will be library or secondhand, and just kind of how I won't be buying them first hand. Unless he improves. You never know. But yeah. Then we have Other Words for Smoke by Sarah Maria Griffin. This, again, I just picked up. I don't actually know what it's about. Damn, dude. Because I read Spare and Found Parts by Sarah Maria Griffin, and I really loved it. That was about a girl who built herself a friend in a post-utopian world. It's really cool. This one, I just knew that I loved her writing and knew I had to pick this up. Some people disappeared, and there was a weird cat, and it's mystical and magical. That sounds pretty good. It's also reasonably short. It's 300 pages, so it's not too bad. So after Nevernight, this will be quite nice. And then the last book on my stretch TBR for September is Prodigy by Marie Lu. This is the second book in the Legend series, and oh, how do I explain Legend? It is a dystopian, a YA dystopian, about a world where there's like a ruling class and an underclass, and we see from different points of view. I've been away from this for a while, leave me alone. But yes, so this is a little bigger, but it also should be quite a fun read. And that's that. It's really simple this time. There's not too much, I say there's not too much complexity, as I avoid reading the first book that should be on this TBR, and also may have finished the only book that I want to finish in September before September starts. It's a bit of a mess, but it's fine. That's my life right now. So let me guys know. You guys need to let me know what you're reading in September. And if you have read any of these books, let me know what you think of them. I know that Carrie from Caring for Books, oh my god, I've been away for so long, I forgot it'll be in the description. I'm so sorry, Carrie. Carrie gifted me this, and I know she's read it, so I know that she loves this, obviously. That's why she sent it to me. Thank you again, I love you. And I'm sorry for forgetting your channel name, I'm atrocious. So yes, I know that she's read this and that she's really like into this, so I'm excited for that. But I also want to know if any of you guys have read the other books, what you think of them, and if you think I should force myself through them to try and get to whichever book you recommend. I also know that Carrie likes Heir of Fire. I know she likes the Throne of Glass series, so like, leave me be. It's like a chonker of a book, alright? I'll get to it when I can. But yes, this is my very messy September TBR, and I'm glad that I made this alphabet TBR because it means that I have something there to kind of get myself through. So even if I don't read them, at least I know like what to pick up. Because sometimes that can help me, and I can deviate from the TBR if I want to. Like, if I decide to not follow this, then it's fine. But yeah, it's been a while since I've filmed, can you tell? I had pre-filmed some stuff for the start of work, so that I didn't have to worry, and then realised that I only pre-filmed enough for 1 a week when I was doing 2 a week, but then that's probably better to switch to 1 a week anyway. Everything's a mess. Thank you so much for watching despite this being an absolute fucking shit tip, and hopefully I will be able to kind of get my reading back on track. If you watch my August TBR, August wrap up, which comes out tomorrow, you'll see that I did a decent amount of reading before I started work, and then it just all went to shit once I started going to a job. So yeah, the adjustment period for that is going to be interesting, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yes, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye! It would help if I didn't just sit and play video games all day, but like, leave me alone.